As we all know, a good goalkeeper at this level can make absolutely all the difference, and with just over a week to go until the new season kicks off, I thought I'd run you guys through some of the players that I'm excited to watch next season, starting out with the goalkeepers. Now, these aren't necessarily the top 10 goalkeepers in the league, but more so 10 goalkeepers that you should be watching out for next season, either because I think they'll do well, or it might be a breakthrough season for them. I've also decided to exclude a few keepers from this list who might be off this summer. But without further ado, here are the top 10 Championship goalkeepers to watch out for this season. Number 10, Steven BENDA. Swansea have been in the capable hands of Freddie Woodman for the previous 2 seasons now, and he was particularly impressive last season where he won the Championship Golden Glove for keeping 21 clean sheets. But with him now gone, it's time for someone else to step up, and 22-year-old Steven BENDA has been waiting in the wings for some time now. He spent the 19-20 season out on loan at Swindon Town, where he kept 9 clean sheets in 24 appearances, and this might just be his chance to step up. He's featured in Swansea's pre-season so far, and provided that they don't bring in another goalkeeper, you'd expect him to get his chance this season. Number 9, BARTOSZ BIALKOWSKI. If there's one safe pair of hands to go to in the Championship, then look no further than the Millwall shot stopper. Even now, at the age of 34, he's showing no signs of slowing down, and you wouldn't bet against him being in contention for the Golden Glove once again this season. He's kept 33 clean sheets in his last 2 years at Millwall, and last season, no goalkeeper made more saves than he did, with 119 in the Championship. Number 8, Ethan Horvath and SAMBA. Now, the goalkeeper situation at Forest is a fascinating one leading into the new season. Last year, they had one of the highest performing statistical goalkeepers in the league in SAMBA, who had the 3rd best save percentage in the league at 74.8%. Despite this, they've still looked to strengthen the position this summer with the introduction of Ethan Horvath signing from Club Bruges. The American goalkeeper has been capped 7 times by his country, and he should prove to be a capable contender with SAMBA for that number 1 spot at Forest this season. With SAMBA having that fierce competition in the squad, his game might reach a new level, or we could see Horvath come in and make a real instant impact. Number 7, RODAK and GAZZANIGA. The goalkeeper situation at Fulham is also a fascinating one ahead of the new season. Last year, Alfonso Areola claimed the number 1 spot, but since his loan spell expired in the summer, it did look at one point as if RODAK would be able to reclaim that number 1 spot with relative ease. That was until they signed GAZZANIGA, who spent the previous 4 seasons at Spurs. GAZZANIGA is dropping down to the Championship, but it's important to note that throughout his career, he's only really had 1 season where he's been the number 1 goalkeeper. That came from his time at Rayo Vallecano in Spain, and for the most part throughout his career, he's been a backup goalkeeper at Southampton and Spurs, but he may now fancy his chances at being the number 1. RODAK's form was a key contributing factor to Fulham's last promotion from the Championship, and despite RODAK being 5 years younger than GAZZANIGA, he has played over 50 games more throughout his career. Marco Silva certainly has 2 top goalkeepers to choose from. Fulham fans, who do you want to see as your number 1 this season? Number 6, Nathan Baxter. From spending the 2016/17 season out on loan in the National League, Baxter has worked his way up the league pyramid ever since, with loan spells in League 2, the Scottish Premiership and League 1, where he played for Accrington Stanley last season. This year the goalkeeper has gone on loan to newly promoted Hull from his parent club Chelsea, and if he's able to continue progressing at his current rate, Hull fans should be eager to see him in action next season. Last season in League 1, he had the best save percentage of any goalkeeper in the league, as he saved 78.3% of the shots on target he faced. With the departure of George Long this summer, Baxter will be competing with Matt Ingram for the number 1 spot, and I'm particularly excited to see Baxter in action. Number 5, Joe Bursik. Now, Stoke had a bit of a sticky situation with their goalkeeper department last season. Jack Butland left in the summer, which then paved the way for Adam Davis to step up, who did do well originally, but then he picked up an injury. After this, they brought in Angus Gunn on loan, who also picked up an injury, and so they had no choice but to recall 21-year-old Joe Bursik from his loan spell at Doncaster in League 1. Bursik went on to play 16 games games for Stoke last season and kept 7 clean sheets in the process before once again being loaned out, this time to Peterborough as part of an emergency loan deal towards the end of this season, and after this he was once again loaned out on another emergency loan to Lincoln, this being part of their playoff campaign. Well, now the new season is here and Bursik is back at the club, and with Angus Gunn no longer being there, he's competing with Adam Davis for the #1 spot. Bursik has impressed in Stoke's pre-season so far, and there's a good chance that this is his real breakthrough season for the Potters. Number 4, Simon Sluga. It's fair to say that Sluga had a tough start to life in England. There were huge expectations that came with him being Luton's club record signing, and that pressure certainly told in his first season. But after a shaky start, we've seen a steady rise from the Croatian goalkeeper, and last season really showcased just how far he's come in the last 12 months. Last season, Sluga kept 12 league clean sheets, which is double the amount he kept in the previous season, and so if he's able to continue progressing at his current rate, next season could just be his best yet. Number 3, Joe Lumley. Lumley's had an interesting career up until this point, and now at the age of 26, he needs to be playing regular first team football, and he might get just that this season after making a move over to Middlesbrough. Lumley's entire professional career has been at QPR up until this summer. Throughout the years at QPR, he's had 8 different loan spells, and from his time playing in the first team, he's certainly had his ups and downs in terms of form. Considering the limited game time he got at QPR last season, he did well when his chances came around. He started 4 matches for them, kept 3 clean sheets, and finished the season with a save percentage of 76.9%. To put this into context for Middlesbrough fans, Marcus Bettinelli, who was Borough's #1 last season, had a save percentage of just 65.3%, although he did play considerably more matches. The last few loan spells that Lumley has had have seemed to revitalise his career, and he'll be looking to kick on at Middlesbrough now this season. Number 2, Daniel Bentley. Bristol City struggled last season, and at some points it seemed as if they were totally reliant on Daniel Bentley to keep them in matches. In fact, no goalkeeper last season faced more shots than Bentley did. He faced 174 shots last season and managed to pull off some worldy saves throughout the year. He did make some mistakes, but that's probably to be expected when you've faced almost 200 shots over the course of a season. If he's kept as busy as he was last time, then I'm sure we'll see him pull off some unbelievable saves once again. Although I'm sure that Bentley will be hoping that this year's a little bit more quiet for him in goal. Number 1, Seny Dieng. Now, I vividly remember QPR fans telling me last year about how good Seny Dieng would be for them after his loan spell with Doncaster in 2019. Well, fair play, because I think that last season proved you guys right. He was absolutely brilliant, and I'm backing him to be even better this time around. He, alongside BARTOSZ Bialkowski, made more saves last season than any other Championship goalkeeper, with 119 saves. QPR do have a lot of exciting forwards to watch out for next season, but you should make sure not to overlook their star man in goal, who could prove to be crucial for them in a potential top 6 push. But guys, there we have it. There are my 10 Championship goalkeepers that I think you guys should be watching out for heading into next season. Do you think I missed anyone off this list? A goalkeeper from your club? Are you backing them to have a good season or not? If we could hit 350 likes on today's video, that would be massively appreciated. Make sure to comment down below which position you'd like me to do this for next. But apart from that, thank you very much for watching. If you went on to enjoy, make sure to leave a like and do stick around and subscribe for some regular Championship content. Thanks for watching.